What is up, everyone? Hope everyone is having a great night on this Monday night. Coming at you on Mark Damon TV with a reaction video. Tonight, we are talking about the reaction of the final score of the UNC versus TCU game, or what I should say, Bill Belichick's first attempt at a college football game as a coach against TCU, and boy, was it a major fucking disaster for UNC. 48-14, and honestly, if the game didn't end when it did, TCU was probably going to score again. When I say this game was pitiful to watch, it was pitiful to watch. And I know what everyone's going to say. This is Bill Belichick's first game as a college coach. He's 72 years old. Give the man a break, this, that, and another. But there is no excuse for the way this game is coached tonight. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, UNC scored first. They went up 7-0. Everyone thought, okay, UNC's looking strong in the beginning. Everything's going to work out good. Everything's going to go good. But after that touchdown, it went south from there, from poor passing to not even hanging on to the ball to can't even run with the football to can't even get out of their own way, really. I mean, let's talk about this. First down, TCU, 29-10. Total offense, 542 to 222. Passing yards, 284 to 172. Rushing yards, 258 to 50. UNC gave up 258 rushing yards tonight on 35 rushing attempts, to where TCU was averaging 7.4 yards a rush. And I'm going to go ahead and start by saying that UNC started, the quarterback they started with was Gio Lopez. They went ahead and moved to their backup in the late third quarter, Max Johnson. And honestly, overall, Max Johnson did fairly well in the little time that he was in the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Belichick was actually smart, of course. We don't know if he is or not, but regardless, if he was smart, he would start Max Johnson in the next game for UNC. But they're going to have to do something, because tonight was flat out pathetic. When I say they could not get out of their own way, they literally could not get out of their own way. Guys literally could not hang on to the ball. It was like everybody on UNC's team rubbed their fingers with freaking butter and literally had butter fingers. Like, they had fumbles like crazy. It was just a disaster performance. For those that was looking for a fairy tale ending with UNC getting Bill Belichick, you ain't finding it tonight. And you may not find it this season if they continue the way they play tonight. Well, I was on Twitter earlier today, and I was chatting it up with a guy with the Twitter handle of CTG1985. Shout out to him, by the way. Me and him was just kind of going back and forth. This is when TCU was up 41-7. And, to his credit, and I do kind of agree with this, he said it was one game and there were 70 players that weren't on last year's team, totally new team and coaching staff. And he raised that question. Why wasn't Max Johnson starting the game? And the reason he raised that question is because the quarterback, Gio Lopez, again, was just so damn awful. And he's right. Max Johnson will be the starting quarterback next week. And honestly, Max Johnson led a good drive. They got a touchdown, and they were honestly leading another good drive and probably going to get another touchdown off of it if it wasn't for the fact, again, the running back just couldn't get out of his own way and they fumbled the ball. And then the defense tonight was just absolutely atrocious. If you guys saw the Alabama-Florida State reaction video, then you remember what I said about the whole you can't win if you're giving up 230 rushing yards. Well, UNC gave up 250. So point still stands. If you're giving up those kind of rushing yards, you're not going to win a football game. I don't care who you are, because if a team gets 200-plus rushing yards, odds are they're going to end up having 20 to 30-plus points in a game. Or in TCU's case, they had 48. So odds are you're giving up those big rushing yards, you're not going to win a football game. Just not happening. But what's next for both of the teams? We can look at that real quick. For the atrocious UNC Tar Heels and Bill Belichick, they have their next opportunity against Charlotte. That is a nobody. Then Richmond, another nobody, where we can hopefully see a little bit more life out of this team. Because I'll be honest, if this is the best they can do, they can beat Charlotte and Richmond, but UCF and Clemson are going to roll the ever-living dog out of them when it comes to those next two games. For TCU, after their impressive showing against UNC, they go to Abilene Christian. So after a week off, actually, they get a week off. Then they play Abilene Christian. Then I believe they play SMU. So that being said, just some things to kind of look forward to for the TCU Horned Frogs. Again, impressive showing by TCU Horned Frogs, but everyone tonight was, I think, more focused on UNC and if Bill Belichick was actually going to be able to lead his team to a good victory tonight. Instead, it went up in flames very quickly and very fast. And just not much else you can say other than just a very poor performance. And if fans want that happy fairy tale ending with Bill Belichick, they're going to need to see a much improved UNC team than what they saw tonight. They're also going to need to see a much improved coaching staff than what they saw tonight as well. And much improved coaching decisions than what they saw tonight as well. Because if this is the best UNC's got, they're going to be the next Florida State of 2024. And I hate to say Florida State in that fashion because Florida State did come in and beat Alabama on Saturday, to their credit. They did beat Alabama. Granted, they were fined $50,000 for the post-game celebration. But at this rate, Florida State deserved to celebrate. They beat Alabama. And after the season they went through last year, props to them, let them celebrate. I hate the ACC commissioner fined them for it. I get it. It's rules. It is what it is. But, yeah, let them celebrate. But regardless, UNC will end up being the 2024 version of Florida State if they cannot improve past this. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video tonight. And also, be on the lookout tomorrow. We will be doing the preview of the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles game. And, just getting stuff ready for the Mississippi State and Arizona State game. And a couple other games we'll be previewing as well. Until then, guys, Mark Gaming TV signing off. We'll see you guys next time.